So, do we carry karma from past lives into the now, into the present? Good morning, my friends. I'm sitting here in the studio with my mug of coffee this morning. It's a good cup of coffee this morning. I wanted to hop on and just answer some more subscriber questions. And this one seemed to pop off the page at me. So let me go ahead and read the entire comment, and I'll dive right in. I do have a question. I've been watching other people's past life regressions. They say they bring back something from that past life they entered. One of them, the time she went to, she was unable to get pregnant, so they called her an outcast or unworthy. So the life she is present in now, she doesn't trust anyone. Is there anything you brought to this life from John the Beloved's life? Well, that's a very interesting question. I just had this conversation yesterday with someone about life being eternal. And I just did a session where she believed she was carrying something in from her past life. And can you carry something from one life to another? I would say probably so if life is eternal. However, is it destined that you will? No, I don't believe that. Is it fated that you have to carry this burden? No, I don't believe that. Can you break free of the burden of the past? Yes, because I help people do that every day. The key really is to get very present. Right in the Bible, Joshua says, be here today, tomorrow will take care of itself. Well, be here today also denotes that you're not in the past. One of my favorite Robin Williams quotes is not one that he's known for, but it's one that was in an interview. They asked him if he'd ever do a Mork and Mindy reunion. He said, no. He said, you don't look back if you want to go forward or you'll just run into a tree. Right? You don't stay focused on your past. If you've had issues in this life, whatever they are, no matter where they come from, every one of them is releasable just by simply saying, that part of my life is done and now I am doing this. It's literally about declaring something else, changing the belief that you have. She doesn't trust anyone. I would bet that she had circumstances in this life that also made her not trust people. She probably came into this life and now she's looking for reasons why she doesn't trust anyone. But that could have been from the time she was 5 when her parent did something mean or her friend did something mean. Somebody that she trusted did something that was unloving, and that created a pattern. So it could be from this life, it could be from past lives, but it's all releasable. There's nothing. So the bottom of your statement here asks if I personally brought anything from this, from the life of John the Beloved. Well, when I was a child, I was having out-of-body experiences. I was having imaginary friends that I would talk to, and I even crucified my G.I. Joe in my backyard. So I obviously was carrying something over from the past life. As I was a kid, people used to always say, that young boy always is smiling. That young boy is always smiling. I don't know if that was from that past life or not, but it really doesn't matter who you were or what has happened to you in past lives or in this life. It only matters who you are in this moment, the I am moment. God's name is I am, not I was, or not I will be. I am. It's about being very present and being the world you want to see. Be the loving world you want to see. And when you think about carrying things, you get focused on that idea that I'm carrying something from a past life. Well, I am, God's name, carrying something from a past life is declaring the symptoms of that belief. It's declaring the fruition of that outcome in your perspective. And it comes back to the idea that you are the co-creator with God. And yes, you can co-create subconsciously or unconsciously, or you can get very conscious about it and change it, change the experience altogether. There is nothing that's holding you back except for you and your choice, you and your belief. I talk to a lot of people who feel like they're coming to their latter days, the ends of their life. They're maybe a little bit older, retiring, right? I'm like, my gosh, I never think of it as the latter days. I would never think of it as that way. I am living life, and I'll live life until the very end. My father used to be part of an ambulance squad in our volunteer fire department, and one night they got a call saying that a possible dead body. And he goes to this house, and they walk into the house, and they say, where's the body? And they turn and they point, and over in the corner is this elderly woman sitting there holding a cup of tea with a giant smile on her face and her eyes wide open. She lived her life to the fullest. She left this world surrounded by people she loved, sipping tea, smiling. She lived her life to the fullest. It wasn't her latter days. It wasn't her focusing on things ending. She was focusing on living and experiencing and being in that moment. She died with a smile on her face and a cup of tea in her hand. And that's because in that moment, she was very present. Don't worry about the past. The past is done. Don't worry about the future, because that's just you focusing on a negative outcome. Create joyfully, lovingly, caringly, and the rest takes care of itself. And that's my thought on this. You guys have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon. See ya. Bye.